Okay, so we are actually going to continue our coverage over Ultimate Invasion with Ultimate Invasion number 3. Now, with this book right here, we actually do pick up with the funeral for Obadiah Stane. Now, this is actually very important. And the reason why, because you have to remember that when it comes to Ultimate Invasion, it's all about the maker going back in time to create a new universe. Now, for some fans out there, they believe that he actually went back in time and recreated the main Marvel universe in his own image. In some cases, you have some fans out there believe that he created a new Ultimate Marvel universe. Either way, he did create a new universe. Now, with that being said, when it came to his new universe, there were a lot of different things happening that did not happen in the original main Marvel or Ultimate Marvel universe. For example, Howard Stark being alive and well and also working alongside with Obadiah Stane. Because usually Howard Stark and Obadiah Stane, they were rivals. They did not like each other at all. But in this universe right here, they were partners. They were best friends. And matter of fact, Howard Stark is the Iron Man of this universe. Now, you also have to remember that in Ultimate Invasion number 2, we also saw a huge event going on in Latveria, where all the different leaders from different countries around the world came together for a very special event. The problem was, though, a portal had opened up. And when that portal had opened up, a wave of characters from the far future came here to attack the Maker. Because apparently with the Maker right now playing with time, something big happened in the future, where it seems like the future is basically gone. And so right now you have these characters from the future trying to attack the present day to get to the Maker to stop him from ruining the future. And so when we do jump into Ultimate Invasion number 3, it's just Howard Stark kind of realizing what happened in the last issue. He's having a hard time wrapping his head around it all. But on top of that, he lost his best friend. And so right now he's wondering what should be his next move, because he was offered something very important by the Maker. And matter of fact, I'll bring it back up again at the end of our video, what the Maker had offered Howard Stark to actually work on, because it's going to be very important for the final Ultimate Invasion issue. And so that leads into the moment where you have Howard Stark go into a very important meeting. Now, when it comes to this meeting, oh my gosh, guys, Jonathan Hickman, my dude, this is a very interesting topic. Now, what I mean by that is when Howard Stark arrives at this meeting, when he looks around, he sees all the different world leaders from different nations across the world. Now, here's the thing though, because right now, when he sees the world leaders, he's all like, okay, cool, they're all good guys. This is great, until Colossus, Magic, and also Omega Red walk in. Now, when they walk in, he's all like, wait, hold up. Why are they here for? Because technically they are bad guys. They should not be here right now in this meeting. And so of course you have Hulk say, actually, you're wrong. Matter of fact, we're all good guys. And that is when you have Howard Stark realize he did not understand the true picture of how the world truly works. Because you have Hulk say, when it came to them in the Maker, they realized that when it comes to humans, we always gonna have war. We always want war. And so we can never actually reach world peace because humans always want to fight. Humans always want to have war. And so the Maker and these leaders came together and said, let's find a way to control war, but to also give peace. And this is where I say, Jonathan Hickman, my dude, you have did something very interesting. And I would love to explore this topic even more. And so you have Hulk tell Howard Stark that the way they're able to actually control war for the human race is that what they do, each nation takes a turn being a bad guy. And what I mean by that is right now, Colossus and his family, they're the bad guys right now. And so of course, they're doing a lot of horrible things. But here's the thing though, the other nations are going to work together to actually fight against Colossus and his family. Now, once that battle's done, then it's someone else's turn to be the bad guy. It's a way to kind of feed the hunger of war for the human race. Humans always want to fight. Okay, fine. We can fix that. Someone else is going to be the bad guy for a certain period of time. And once that time is up, it's someone else's turn. And the last bad guy will begin the process of showing the world they realize what they did was wrong and try to be good guys now. And so it's a way to say we all take turns being bad guys, but also a way to control the hunger of war for the human race. And so with that, you have Howard Stark saying, oh my gosh, y'all are crazy. But at the same time, it's kind of like, are they though, Howard Stark? Because honestly, look at the human race. You can say right now it's actually working. Matter of fact, it is working. And so Howard Stark realized what he did not know about the world. He realized that his partner, Obadiah Stane, knew so much more that he should have listened to Obadiah to truly understand about the world, to get a better picture of the world. Now, the Maker actually walks into the room. Now, when the Maker walks into the room, it's really more the Maker kind of saying, yes, what you just heard is actually true. But the reason why we do that is because, yes, we are technically controlling the human race and feeding the hunger of war for them. But at the same time, though, while the human race is busy, the lower people are busy, us giants, the richer people, we're actually able to do more work behind the scene to be able to accomplish better things for the human race. And so technically it's a way to say we can keep the lower people busy while we work behind the scenes to make better things for them, but also for us as well. Now for Howard Stark, he's wondering, okay, then what are the better things that you're currently working on? What is the real work you're trying to do right now? And that is the moment you have the Maker say, well, Howard, you know what? Let me go ahead and show you what I actually have been working on. And so that is the moment where you have Howard Stark meet up with Tony Stark. Now, when Howard Stark meets up with Tony, it's Howard right now telling Tony, I feel like I should fight against the Maker. Now, that is actually very huge. But the reason why you have Howard Stark telling Tony that is because what the Maker had told Howard in this video, but also the last one. And what I mean by that is when it comes to Howard Stark, the Maker told him that he used a time machine as a way to recreate this universe in his own image. That everything's been happening right now in this universe is all because of the Maker. That this is not the natural order of the universe. And so with that being said, Howard Stark was very impressed, but also concerned on how the Maker was able to do all of this on his first attempt. Except the Maker said, oh, this is not my first attempt. This is my second attempt. That something happened at the end of the first attempt by the Maker when it came to this universe that he had to go back in time and try all over again. The question is though, what? What happened in the last attempt? We have no idea. And so right now is Howard wondering, maybe I'm the one who actually stops him at the end of his run. And he realized he has to do it all over again. And he keeps doing it over and over again until he's actually able to defeat me. That's why he's on his second attempt at the moment. And honestly, that could be it, because let's not forget, the Maker said when he came back to this time period, or with his second attempt, he said, this time machine, I feel like, Howard, you helped me create this one. But the problem is though, the Maker doesn't remember. And that right there is actually very concerning. And so that is the moment where you do have Howard Stark actually arrive at the city. Now remember, when it comes to the city, it's actually something run by the Maker, but it's also a dome. Now, when it comes to the city, time moves differently. And what I mean by that is, in the outside world, 24 hours pass by and that is it. But inside the dome, weeks, Months, years could have passed by compared to our one day here in the real world. Either way, when you have Howard Stark arrive at the city and meet up with the Maker, it's Howard saying, yes, fine, I will help you work on your time machine. Now, here's the thing though, because right when you have Howard say that, he says, I want to work alone. And you have the Maker say, no one here in the city works alone. That means you as well. And so let me go ahead and show you who you're going to work with. And that is the moment you have the Maker introduce technically himself, but the Reed Richards of this universe. And this is where things get even crazier, because the universe Reed Richards, or this universe Reed Richards, is actually Doctor Doom. He's wearing the Doctor Doom mask. And you're kind of like, okay, what happened to this Reed of this universe? What did the Maker do to this guy right now in this universe? Either way, you have Doctor Doom Reed Richards working with Howard Stark on the time machine that belongs to the Maker. And my thing is, what if these two guys, Howard Stark and the Doctor Doom of this universe, is the reason why the Maker fails every single time when it comes to him creating his own universe with this universe right here? What if the reason why he fails is the Doctor Doom of this universe? But then we have to jump far into the future. And when we do, we actually pick up with similar characters we saw in Ultimate Invasion 2. The ones who went back in time to the present day to be able to actually attack the Maker, which means that now there's more of them here in the far future that's right now getting hyped up and ready to go back to the present day to fight against the Maker. But right now, they're all being calmed down. And the reason why? Because of their leader. And when it comes to their leader, of course, it is Ultimate King. Now, I said Ultimate King, but at the same time, we have no idea if it is Ultimate King. Now, when it comes to Ultimate King, you have to remember, Ultimate King was actually Susan Storm from that future of the original Ultimate Marvel Universe timeline. But of course, she failed, she lost. And the question is right now, is this right here still Susan Storm, or is this someone else? We have no idea. But this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. But guys, I'll see y'all next time. Later.